right. Um, we gotta prep up here. Let's not make toxic super fast forward audio here. Okay. What did I want to do here? Alright, let's set up for this. So to set up here, we want to... Let's go teach some moves. Okay. Okay, let's check what they already know here. We got Fly, Thunderbolt. Okay. So we gotta teach Arrow, Earthquake here. So let's teach Earthquake here. We don't need Crunch. Let's teach Detect to Gligar instead of Rock Slide. Don't need Rock Slide on this guy. We need to teach Toxic to Umbreon. So Toxic Umbreon. And I don't need Shadow Ball on this guy, right? Yep, don't need Shadow Ball on this guy. And then I want to teach Dragonite Flamethrower just in case. So Dragonite gets Flamethrower instead of Thunderbolt, right? Let's just sanity check to make sure here. Yeah, I'm never clicking Thunderbolt ever at any point in this Elite Four, so we'll get rid of Thunderbolt for Flamethrower. Okay, let's check all my moves now. Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Extreme Speed. Yeah. Okay. Rock Slide, Flamethrower, EQ, and I guess I said that I think just in case we should teach Fly. I'm never clicking Scary Face on this ever at any time. Is that correct? Am I ever clicking Scary Face, or would I ever, for any reason, ever need that? No, I wouldn't. Okay, so we'll teach Fly to Arrow instead of Scary Face. What else? Let's check. Earthquake, Detect, Screech, Wing Attack. That's right. Oh, thanks, H-Bomb. What's up, dude? We got, Metal Claw, Submission, Sleep Talk, Rest. That's right. Toxic, Crunch, Quick Attack, Moonlight, Perish Song. Okay, we gotta teach Lapras, Icy Wind here. Icy Wind to Lapras. Yeah, we're about to do round 2 right now. I'm just setting it up, making sure I have all the right moves and stuff on everybody. So, I feel pretty good about it. Like, right before I start, I'll flip through all the guys, but I feel pretty good about it. I think there are a few spots that are somewhat risky. There's a, let's just check moves one more time here. Everything is good. That looks good. I have Citrus, Lepolum, I have Black Glasses, I have Charcoal. I need Charcoal. I have Mystic Water, Soft Sand. Quick Claw, Hard Stone. Yeah, this is all the items that I need. I don't need any more items. So we'll go back here. I guess we'll save up just to port it in the calc. Just for sanity purposes, I already have the calc preset up, but, you know, whatever. Ah, fuck. Saves in here. Saves. Okay, and then I think the fly D-Knight strat here is like completely free for my Dragonite, to be honest. I think that the sketchy part of Will is actually pretty much completely free except for Raikou. Everything else is pretty much free in Will. In Koga, pretty much Koga's just a nightmare. There's a lot of good lines, but I'll show in a little bit why it could potentially be somewhat sketchy, but Koga is definitely the highest chance of wiping. If I make it through Koga, I think my odds are basically a Quick Claw crit or I win, right? So there's always chance that you can lose at random moments in the Elite Four here. It's just super dicey. There's no like. Anyway, yeah. So we got. Let's. So I need to get up there. I'm gonna need something with cut, and then random HM slave. So Quillfish. I guess I could hypothetically run into Chansey right now, but like whatever. If I run into Chansey, like fuck it. Well, we can run. It's Chansey. Like, and then so this one. Let's just get all the way over to the last room. I haven't done Elite Four round 2 in over a year probably at this point. I took like a huge break after I wiped the last time. But I feel pretty good about this one. I mean, this has been a pretty blessed run. Let's see if it can continue and be the victory, you know? That's kind of the goal here. I have indeed cooked. The strats are good. But we need flash here, and then I'll go through like some guys that I had in this run and whatnot, and how it's been. But let's take this guy. I definitely need Quillfish. If I don't 100% remember, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple waterfalls in here. I think it's this one. Okay. I'm just gonna assume that Liam made this as annoying as possible, so it's probably like every one that seems like the worst one to go over, and that's correct. So okay, yeah, this is the end. Okay. Turn the audio back on here. This is a pretty good run, honestly, on the whole. We had a lot of goats, like this Umbreon for the actual Elite Four team that I have today. Like, we got Dragonite, who has insane stats. This Dragonite has carried the back half of this run for sure. Just every gauntlet came to, is just definitely top of the frag board in Kanto. Aroy, because, you know, I'm not risking DVs. The most dog shit Gligar to ever come to Elite Four, for sure. This guy is complete trash. I think he will legitimately get 1 kill, maybe 2 kills the entire time. He's just here because he's got insane typing and can stall Raikou. We got this cracked Scizor, which unfortunately is why Koga is somewhat risky, because this Scizor actually outspeeds Koga's Scizor, which creates Quick Claw problems. So that could be a potential issue. We got the Umbreon from Route 46, who's the first encounter of this entire run, who came to every single gym fight pretty much the entire game, and every gauntlet this whole second half of the game. I mean, probably I think it came to something like 45% of all fights the entire game. So, like, pretty cracked Umbreon for sure. This Lapras, not the greatest stats. Unfortunately, its special's a little low, which means it can't, like, do things against Entei. But it's, like, one of the only things in my entire box that can beat Lugia. So, like, it has to come. Like, I just can't. My box just cannot beat Lugia, unfortunately. So this is the only way. Some other guys from this run, like this Tyranitar we got super late, was a candidate. Super ridiculous Tyranitar attack and special, but didn't quite make it. This Starmie was insane for E4 round 1 because it's 13 speed, so it basically swept the back half of E4 round 1. This Tento has been a huge goat of this run for sure. Almost came to E4. If it was 2 more speed, I would have brought this guy. So, instead of Lapras, because it could handle Lugia then. I don't know, anything else that was particularly goated this run? Rocky, obviously. This guy made it the whole way. A lot of good stuff this run. My 0 attack Heracross did not do me any favors for sure. But, you know, Noctowl, some deaths, Noctowl. These guys were all lost super early, but this Wobbuffet just, I mean, like, what are these stats? Like, this thing I sacked to, like, Chuck. I was like, this guy doesn't even live anything on E4 round 2. Like, he's not making it past there. Like, this guy is dying. And, yeah, everything else pretty much. Gyarados, I think, died on Claire. But everything else pretty much. And, yeah, I lost Meganium and Lantern on the last gauntlet of the game. And this Lantern is also a GOAT of this run. Just ridiculous stats. Honestly, legitimately could have come to E4 round 2. And I could have saved it, but I just steered poorly on that gauntlet. Meganium was not coming, but whatever. Anyway, let's just double check one more time that I taught everyone all the right things. Fly. So we got Fly, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, E-Speed. Rock Slide, Flamethrower. Yeah, this is right. This is right. This is right. This is also correct. Okay. So Umbreon gets, I think Umbreon gets Citrus here. Aeroy gets Lumberry here. We gotta go Citrus on Dragonite, definitely, and Citrus on Lapras. And then we go Citrus on Scizor and Lumberry on Gligar. Pretty sure that's right. Just check something here. Yeah, I have to go Citrus on Umbreon, yeah. I definitely have to go Citrus on Umbreon. Okay, we're doing it. Okay. Last check one more time just to be sure. Okay. Yeah. And DV check for the cracked lads in the chat. Okay. Alright, let me get a notebook out here. We're going to have to PP stall this guy for sure. I'm just stalling. Okay. Let's do it. I can't be any more ready than this. Like, I prepped. This team is good. Like, we just gotta not wipe. Okay. So, Starmie first. My Umbreon just... He's good. We just need... Not crit here would be ideal. Like, just don't crit here. It's okay if he does, but just please don't. That would be great. Okay. Strong start. So... Doesn't matter, but that's cool. So now this is still always Hydro, so we can go to Dragonite here. Always chilling here. Outspeeds and kills with E-Speed. Nice miss. That's actually enormous miss. means it's going to be way easier to kill Raikou because of that miss. Either a miss on there or on Umbreon. Both would have been enormous for the back half of this fight. This is already really good. So yeah, now this is Articuno. This is always Ice Beam, I'm pretty sure. Yep, always Ice Beam. So we're going to go to Scizor, who is always fine here. I don't need this guy for this entire fight, so you can eat the Ice Beam. And regardless of if this crits, it's still always Sky Attack afterward every time. Like so. Sky Attack now. So, yep, we go to Arrow here. Don't crit here would be excellent. Okay. This is super good so far. Rock Slide kills. Alright, Mischievous. Behave here, please. Please behave. And let's not get any unfortunate crits in here on Gligar just to make the ranges good. Okay. Okay, so Thunderbolt or Hypnosis. It didn't roll super well on the Sky Attack, so this potentially is kind of likely to be Hypnosis here. I would really, really, really appreciate if this is not Hypnosis on this specific turn. Okay, great. Okay, so we're fine here then. So we Screech, Hypnosis, please. Oh, this is excellent. This is perfect. This is ideal. That means we're max HP on all of our stallers on Raikou. So it's very likely that we're able to stall this guy. We Screech so that Arrow can kill. And now this is Hypnosis here, again, would be chill, but HP Fire, it doesn't really matter. Like, we didn't get crit, so Arrow lives everything here, and then always one-shots with Rock Slide. So, yeah, that's fine. And now we always kill with Rock Slide. That's 3 down. And because we didn't get crit on the HP Fire or the Sky Attack, it means that we know that this is never Psychic, which is enormous for Lapras HP later. So this is always Ice Beam or Waterfall. Lapras eats both of these, takes 0%. Maybe go for Ice Beam would be ideal here, potentially. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this can be Fire Blast sometimes, but we're just not going to believe that. It doesn't really matter either way, unless I get burned. I can go Umbreon pretty much for free here. Perfect. So we Toxic here, and we're going to do some Dragonite strats here. So we Toxic first. We want to preserve as much Moonlight PP on Umbreon as possible, because we're going to try to finish Raikou with Umbreon at the end of the stall when it only has Crunch left. So to do that, we need as much Moonlight here as possible. No crit there is good. So that's turn 1. On turn 6, we want to switch to Dragonite. So that's turn 1. Nice Citrus. So we Moonlight here. It's turn 2. Okay. Don't crit here. That's fine. Turn 3, I should probably just not Moonlight here and just waste a turn. Unless I get crit here, there's no punish on that specific turn. Either way, I still always live. I never die here. So that was turn 3. Either way, this is fine. I outspeed. I can Moonlight here. Like, I still live. I never die to crit. And that was turn 3, right? So now this is turn 4. Because I went Toxic on turn 1, and then I Moonlighted on turn 2, and then I Toxiced on turn 3, and then I Moonlighted. So we Moonlight again here. big no crit here would be great. So yeah, this is the turn that I switch. We'll just sanity check just to be safe. Yeah, I've used 5 moves on this guy, so this is turn 6. So this is turn 6. So I can go to Dragonite here because I used 5 moves, so this is turn 6. He always waterfalls. I have good HP on everything. He will now waterfall again, and then I will obviously take no damage from this, and then he will go to effectively 1 HP here, right? And then now, because my Dragonite is insane, I fly here, and then Slowbro will die to Toxic, and then while I'm in the air, he will switch to Celebi, who is faster, and then Celebi will miss its AP. He misses his AP, and then I hit him with Fly, and then I outspeed and kill with E-Speed. Every time, because my Dragonite has just ridiculous stats. It requires no boost or anything to do this. It just straight up gets this kill. Okay, so now this is going to take some time. So we're going to be diligent here. Thunderbolt, Crunch, HP, Water, and Reflect. So now we are going to stall this Raikou pretty much out of every move that it has. So this is going to take some time. So first, he Thunderbolts always, so I can go free to Gligar. So this is Thunderbolt number 1. Perfect. Now we Detect to stall an HP Water. And now we go to Lapras on guaranteed HP Water. This is a second HP Water. And I really only care about Lapras's HP numbers here. No crits on Lapras obviously would be great during this whole process. It doesn't really particularly matter because Dragonite HP is so good. Always Thunderbolt. Back to Gligar. Perfect. Detect. That's another HP Water. Now we go back to Lapras again on HP Water. It's 4 HP Waters. The number we have to be concerned about here is like being under like 130 HP here, basically. So HP Water. Now is Thunderbolt. Back to Gligar. Okay. This is good. Detect again. It's another HP Water. I think we're at 5 HP Waters, 3 Thunderbolts. Okay. So now we go back to Lapras again here on HP Water. This is HP Water number 6. Yeah, I mean, this isn't entirely my strat. It just works really well with Lapras. This is actually Terra, I think, was the first one to do this strat with Lantern. But it works out pretty well here. You know, it's really good with this line. So now we go back to Gligar. I believe that's 4 HP Waters and 6 HP Waters and 4 Thunderbolts, which makes sense because the number of Detects that I've used is how many HP Waters more he's used effectively, right? So I Detect here. That's number 7, right? Which means I've detected 4 times. The first one was an HP Water. Yeah, I'll double check to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I've been counting correctly here. So now we'll switch again on HP Water. This is HP Water number 8. Okay. Thunderbolt again. Back to Gligar. This is Thunderbolt number 5. Okay. I think I have one more detect, so we'll detect one more time. That should be HP water number 9, which makes sense because I've detected 5 times for 5 HP waters, and then I've switched to Lapras 4 times, one after each of the other 4 detects. So that should be 9 HP waters, and this is the 10th HP water. And because Lapras HP is so good right now, it's pretty likely that we can get out of this. Even if we get crit here, it's still fine because we still have Citrus, and also we still have full health on Dragonite, which gives us like so many outs here to beat this at this point. We would need to get super unlucky from here at this point to lose, and even if still, we could still steer through Umbreon potentially. So, Thunderbolt, back to Gligar. It's Thunderbolt number 6. So now we got to pivot around, install 5 HP waters without detects. So we'll just keep going to Lapras until we can't go to Lapras. So this is number 11. So this should be back to Gligar here for Thunderbolt number 7. And that's 11 HP waters, 7 Thunderbolts. If I get crit here, I would still not be baiting. If I get crit on this turn, I would still not be baiting Crunch, so we can go back to Lapras one more time here. So this is number 12. Crit here is fine. Now I probably won't go back to Lapras because I don't want to risk Crunch on the switch back to Gligar. So this should be Thunderbolt number 8. 12 HP waters. And now we can go to Dragonite on HP water. Let's check Dragonite crunch range is 72. Okay. So this should be 13 HP waters now. Crit's still fine on Dragonite as well. I still have Citrus, so we go back to Gligar again. This should be Thunderbolt number 9. Perfect. Now we'll go back to Dragonite one more time. This should be HP water number 14. No crit here would be ideal, but crit doesn't really matter. I mean, I dodged crit on every single one of these pivots so far, so I can't really complain. Back to here, this should be Thunderbolt number 10. Perfect, and now he should have one more HP water. If I fucked up, he could crunch on Dragonite, but that's okay if he does so. Maybe I could go through Scizor here, honestly, just to save HP. Let me just check here. I guess if I get crit on Scizor... No, if I get crit on Scizor, it would be 174 and 24 plus 30. I'd actually still be baiting always Thunderbolt. So, yeah. We'll still go Dragonite, just because, why not? Fuck it. Yep, that should be the last one. I'm pretty sure that should be the last one. Yep, and then let's go back to Gligar. This should be Thunderbolt number 11. So because I didn't get crit, and because you could have preserved Dragonite HP to make this more free, where you, like, save Dragonite HP, and then you, like, go to Dragonite to extreme speed this guy. But I'm going to try to actually win this with Umbreon, so it's totally safe. So this should now be Crunch, because it does, or Reflect, because it doesn't have any HP Water PP. If it does go for HP Water, I miscounted, that's fine. Reflect is also fine here. It really doesn't matter. So now this is Thunderbolt. We'll go, now he can't Reflect. So this is Thunderbolt number 12. Perfect. And now he has to Crunch because he can't Reflect, so we go back to Umbreon. This is Crunch number 1. Not that it matters, but I would like to know. Okay. That's fine. Now we go back to Gligar on Thunderbolt number 13. And then we go back to Umbreon here on Crunch. Can't Reflect again, which is ideal. Perfect. Reflect faded, which means he could Reflect on this switch, potentially, but I think he's very likely to Thunderbolt here. So, I think it's super likely he Thunderbolts here, yeah. And now he should have one more He should have one more Thunderbolt PP left, but I think he probably reflects on this switch. No, that's cool. Okay. So now he should have one more Thunderbolt. Perfect. I think that's the last Thunderbolt. I have no way of validating that it's the last Thunderbolt, because I guess I could go to something, but I don't really want to go to anything here, you know? I could validate by going to Scizor, because he would crunch, and then if I go back, but then he would crunch again, and that would be bad. Either way, Gliger's pretty safe to just EQ here, so there's kind of no reason not to, so I might as well just EQ here, right? Reflect is fine. Either way, we always win with Umbreon from here at this point now because he's out of Thunderbolt, but we'll just make it easier. So we'll go to Umbreon here. Should be Crunch. Because he can't Reflect and because he doesn't have any Thunderbolts, I shouldn't go back to Gliger. But if I counted correctly, I should be fine here. Yeah, okay. Okay. So now we win because it has no Thunderbolts and it has no... Yeah, the fact that this thing has Reflect, like, it never clicks it ever. So, like, you just never even see it happen. And this is why it was important to preserve Moonlight PP, because, like, if we had to get crit in some places and move around, we could potentially stall this with Umbreon if we want to, and then now we're fine. Like, we never lose. We might as well just Moonlight for fucks. And then that's Will. I mean, he never wins from here, and we always win from here. So this is some EK shit right here. Yeah, I literally figured out a method using Umbreon to completely PP stall this thing out of all of its moves. So yeah, we are not making Will the biggest problem. We are making Will's Raikou. I'm not wiping to Will's Raikou again. Last time I made it E4 round 2, this is where I wiped. Not exactly, but I did this thing where I tried to use like a Meganium line or a Jolteon line where you paralyze it and then you get a chip on it so that Gliger's faster and kills, but I got so unlucky, it like never got full paralyzed, and Gliger got Spadef drop on the switch, so he was dead to Crunch and HP Water. It was just a nightmare, and then I had to risk like a 50% range on Gliger that I missed, and then because I missed it, I lost Gliger, and then you wipe immediately. So anyway, let's oh, I fucked this up, hold up. Okay. So let's heal everybody up here now. And now this is the second spot where I can wipe. If I make it through this fight, I think it is super likely that I will win. Not 100%, but I can sack my way out to beat this if I don't wipe here. So let's make sure I lump Lepa Berry. That's like a thing I could totally forget. I have to remember that Lepa Berries are only 5 PP, not that it really matters here, but we'll give everybody all of their moves back. Rock Slide. I didn't even use a move on you or you. E-Speed. Fly. Okay, does anyone have to learn any moves here? So I think here I could potentially teach Umbreon, like, I was looking for any move I could teach Umbreon at all, and the only move that it gets that would even be kind of useful could be Flash here, maybe. Like, maybe I could give it Flash to Flash Zapdos. But I think I'm going to keep QA just in case I ever get in a situation where I could need it. But I kind of think Flash is pretty epic, like, to teach Flash here to Umbreon. But so Aroy will get a Charcoal here. Umbreon needs a Lumberry, I guess. Yeah, in case it gets toxic at the end. Gliger also needs a Lumberry. Dragonite's item kind of doesn't really matter, because it's never really coming in here on anything. I guess it makes the most sense to go Lumberry on this. Potentially there's a line where I kill this Scizor with this Dragonite, but it risks Quick Claw and also just regular Metal Claw, and that kind of scares me. So we'll go Lumberry on here. Lapras. needs a citrus berry because it's going to try to 1v1 this Suicune. So this is the other spot that I can wipe, and the spot is because my Scizor is a god amongst all gods of Scizors. Max attack, 11 attack, 13 defense, 14 HP. Like, this thing is ridiculous. Unfortunately, the thing is that it's so good that it outspeeds this Scizor, so the Quick Claw is unreliable. So I'm not sure what item to go here. You can go Lumberry to guarantee 1 rest, you wake up automatically, or I can go Citrus Berry to potentially get it in a situation where I get hit by 2 attacks, and then I can Citrus Berry up out of crit range to then, if he Quick Claws, I don't die. But I think that it's probably the best option to go Lumberry so that I don't get in a Sleep Talk situation where I wipe to just regular Quick Claw. So I think I'm going to go Lumberry. I don't know if that's 100% correct here. I'm not really sure what the optimal play is in terms of item, but this is what I found, I think, to be the best idea. If I'm wrong and Scizor dies here, I do not wipe 100%, but it is very likely that I will not have a way to kill Kangaskhan in the next fight if Scizor dies. Okay. I think everyone has all the moves. I don't need to teach anybody any other moves. There's no incentive to teach anyone anything. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's just check one more time. I just need to check that I gave this charcoal. I did. Yeah, we have Detect and we have Toxic and we have Moonlight. Those are the only moves that really matter here. Okay. Everyone's full HP. Alright. Alright. Roll well here, please, Arrow. Roll flinch or roll, like, into red health. Just something to let me click Flamethrower on this turn. So, let me make sure I calc with Charcoal here, because I have Charcoal. It's still a pretty good range, okay. If you flinch here, that would be epic. If you roll, like, I don't know, 90% would be epic here, too. Perfect. That's actually a super high roll. And he flinched. Okay, Jesus, dude. I just annihilated that Crobat. Switch AI, maybe? No. Okay, that's too bad. I think that there is a chance it could switch AI there into Scizor if you click Flamethrower, right? Because it'd be looking at the Rock Slide. But I think there's something more with the Switch AI where it won't switch if the move you used on the person that switches in wouldn't do certain things. But it doesn't meet the criteria because Scizzor's not weak to Rock Slide anyway, but it would switch in on the Flamethrower potentially. Either way, this is where things can get kind of dicey. I have no pivot on this Metal Claw. We gotta just go hard Scizor here, and, like, Scizor just has to clutch up here. Like, you just have to clutch here. There's really nothing else. I need you to not attack raise here. Would be also huge if he didn't attack raise. I'm prepared to click it. Okay. So I could rest here in case of Quick Claw, but see, this is the situation where I have to attack here because I can't really rest. And, like, if he then Quick Claw crits me on the next turn plus high roll, like, I could just die. So I think I submission here, though attack raise would be nice, but I'd kind of just have to do this. If he... It's not even super likely that he would put me into Citrus range here anyway. Like, it's possible, but it's not, like, super likely. Like, that wouldn't have even triggered Citrus. Either way, I don't really have a play. If he Quick Claw crits me here, like, I die. This is, again, like, this is going to happen a couple times where, like, if he Quick Claw crits me, I die, and there's really nothing I can do. Yeah, see, this is why Lum seems like a good idea, because you get this turn for free here. And he never switch AIs here, so... I'm probably going to rest up on this next turn regardless of what happens. If he attack raises, I will 100% rest up. Don't attack raise. Okay, you're dead to all Quick Claw crits here. Okay, we're safe there. This is it. We just got to survive this guy. I just need to not get crit on this turn into Quick Claw crit. And I should be okay. Okay, I think we're always okay here. And he didn't Quick Claw at all. Okay, this is enormous. Maybe don't call rest here? Okay. That should always kill. Submission 3 times can potentially not kill, but it should always kill. It's fiction. Okay, this has put us in a super good spot. There's obviously still the demon of all demon Zapdos in the back, but we're going to try to fraud it a little bit. I do a little frauding. So this guy can never boom because Fire Blast is most damage and boom doesn't kill. So he always Fire Blasts here. So I can go through Dragonite, which eats Fire Blast and will never bait boom because it's always dead to boom, and then will always bait Sludge Bomb. So we need to get Gligar in here just like as safely as possible, and I really don't want to risk Gligar to crit on this fight. So we just go here first. No burn would be great. It doesn't really matter. You have Lum anyway. But now this is Sludge Bomb, so we go to Gligar. You could not poison here, which would be cool. But you probably will poison, because I feel like Sludge Bomb poisons me every time on every Mon ever. Okay, so you're always safe here to Earthquake. Crit here would be fine. If you don't crit, it's also fine. Everything is fine here. I guess super high roll crit could potentially be problematic. It would bait some rolls Giga Drain. Either way, now this is, again, always Fire Blast, never Boom, because it sees that it kills with Boom. So I can go to Dragonite. And then Dragonite will invalidate the Quick Claw to prevent Gligar from potentially dying there to Quick Claw crit. And I can kill this with E-Speed. That doesn't matter. You always kill with E-Speed, and now is when things either get super good for us or we have to dodge the Demon Zapdos. Let's just hope that it cooperates. And then we're about to ball right now, right? The balling is that we are going to try to get this Suicune to switch AI. So we are going straight to Lapras here. There's no punish in any situation. I can't get frozen. I never Perish Song here because I want this to switch AI. I can stay in on this until it kills, but we're going to alternate between Thunderbolt and Icy Wind because he could switch AI to Mew, potentially, which would also be fine, but I need this. That's really bad crit. We need this to... I need this, so now there's a chance it can switch AI here. Oh, it did! Oh, let's go, dude. This is free. Okay, this fight's free. And because my Lapras is 11 speed, which is why we bring it, we always outspeed after Icy Wind on this Zapdos. Because my Lapras is almost max speed. And now I always kill with Ice Beam. Which also means, because he switched AI'd, that Umbreon is complete full health because it did not have to come in on this Zapdos, right? So because of that, I can go to Umbreon directly on the Psychic, which he will do. This is submission, so I will go first to Gligar, because Gligar always lives submission, and even if it gets crit, never baits submission again. I actually can... Honestly, the crazy thing is my Scizor is so good, it actually 1v1s this Mew, but I do not want to risk that, so we're going to go to Gligar. Technically, maybe I should go Dragonite there, is a bit better, but this is okay. Either way, we could have stayed in there and gone back and forth and get it to switch AI a few times. I think the way that the AI works here, and from the videos I've seen, it's like pretty likely it will switch AI on that turn if you stay and stand there and do it a bunch of times. It's like very likely to do that. I don't know why that specific Mon does that, but either way, this is always Psychic or Toxic. Either is fine. We go to Umbreon, which takes no damage here. Perfect. And then we can rip a Toxic onto this Mew, which we never die to crit here. Which is why the Zapdos switch AI is so huge, because it potentially allows us to get this Toxic off without ever risking a crit. So this is huge. I mean, this is super, super clean. So now we're just going to try to stall this guy. So we're going to go to Gligar here. Okay, that's fine. I still have Lumberry because I didn't get poisoned on Muck. I mean, dude, Umbreon is the goat of this run. Like, legitimately, is the entire goat of this run. This run would have never ever made it as far as it did if this was a Jolteon run. Like, this Umbreon is why this run. To be fair, it would have been a cracked Jolteon too, but I'm saying that Umbreon itself just is like, I have run every single run. This is my 43rd run. I have run 42 Jolteon runs before this run. And or the run wiped before you got Jolteon, and this was the run where I was like, I will run an Umbreon run because I got it on 46, and I was like, I want early Umbreon to make the early game easier, and sure enough, like, it's on the E4 team. It was on the E4 round 1 team. It came to every gym pretty much the entire game, and it gets this. Okay, so now we're in a little bit of trouble here. So I don't know if I should detect. I guess I'm never coming back in ever here. Let's think. Hold up. So this guy has leftovers, which means he dies in 8 turns. No. Leftovers means it dies in 7 turns. Or no, it dies in 8 turns of poison. So I think I do detect here. I think maybe I'm supposed to, on that turn, go to Umbreon and then go to Dragonite and then back to Umbreon. No, that might be a throw. Because now he doesn't die on this turn. Let's see. Do I kill with QA at 7%? I mean, is this 7%? Aw, dude, don't make me do math right now. I guess, I mean, we have to go to... Because I'm trying to set up a situation where I'm in with Umbreon on Suicune, potentially. Oh, it's soft-boiled. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Because, like, we're not out of this. Like, I can still lose to Suicune. Like, I can still lose my Lapras to Suicune. I have to get a Perish Song off on it before it Sleep Talks. Otherwise, I can't switch. So... Am I ever dead to Submission Crit here? Yes, very much so. So we have to go Dragonite here. Because I can't go through Gligar because it's toxic at this point. Okay, that actually really sucks. I do think I went Lumberry on this, though. Okay, I did go Lumberry. Okay, that was a good choice. I kill with E-Speed here, so I should go for it because it baits guaranteed Ice Beam. Yeah. That actually was the correct amount of turns because of the... Of course, that's the crit that we get. But anyway, whatever. I'm not going to complain. This is going super well. There is one more fraudulent thing that can happen here. I'm pretty sure because my Lapras got crit the first time, it puts me in a slight... No, Lapras HP is pretty good. I should be okay here. I should be able to guaranteed get off a Perish Song here. Even if he crits here and then crits again, I should always be okay. We're Perish Songing. Don't crit here. Okay. Sing that, Lapras. Let's get out of this. And then we are in a really good spot now. So I do not want this to rest, so I will not attack. I will go back to Dragonite. He would never click Ice Beam here. And now we have him. And now he Ice Beams. So we go back to Lapras. In before I find a bug that when you switch back in the mon you use Perish Song with, it still dies to Perish Song. Nah, I don't have a Perish Gun, okay. And then now this is always Waterfall. Yeah. Dragonite always lives this. Yep. And that's Koga. Two down. See ya. Whew, let's fucking go, dude. Alright. Alright, there's one more fiction that I have to dodge. If I dodge one more fiction, we should make it the distance. But there's one more fiction that I have to dodge, which is Quick Claw crit on Steelix. That's the last fiction that I have to dodge. And if he Quick Claw crits... I've been trying to think about this for a while, actually, how I should do the Steelix, because I could potentially kill it with... There's a world where I could kill it with Dragonite. The issue is that if Dragonite will just be dead to straight up crit, not even just Quick Claw crit, whereas, like, Lapras will only be dead to Quick Claw crit specifically. But if Lapras gets Quick Claw crit, we instantly wipe. So, it makes me a little less inclined to do that, because I don't want to wipe at this point, because we've made it so deep. Like, I just feel like I'm in a good spot where I don't want to risk that, but either way, we're teaching Waterfall to both of these guys now for their respective kills. I no longer need Flamethrower on this guy because Waterfall does the same damage to Steelix. And I need Waterfall here, and I no longer have a need for Icy Wind at this point, so I can get rid of Icy Wind. And let's check all my... Everyone has good PP, no one has... And the lead on this fight is Dragonite, who gets Citrus Berry. Umbreon gets Lumberry. Gligar gets Citrus Berry. Lapras. I could go Quick Claw to offset the Quick Claw crit here if I was truly a gamer. But I think that going Citrus to prevent double crit potentially is probably the better option. You get a Citrus, you get a Lumberry, and the lead is Dragonite. And let's make sure I update these to have the right moves. Waterfall. You also have Waterfall now. Okay, Bruno. Don't miss this fucking range, Dragonite. I cannot give you a Mystic Water, because if you get crit on the first turn, then you're in E-Speed range almost every time, right? Like, there's a chance that if you get Metal Claw crit plus Attack Raise or something, or just straight up Attack Raise, you can get... I can be straight up dead, and then I wipe. So, you have to just fucking hit this range. Yeah, I think I'm good. Hit this fucking range. Please do not Attack Raise crit me. Do not Attack Raise. Do not crit. Okay. That's cool. Okay. That looked like a super low roll. You could miss this range. He withdrew? What the hell? I've never seen it do that before. Like in anyone's VOD ever of this. Can you high roll? I mean, I kind of have to switch, right? I can't stay in here with this and try to hit this range and then die to Rock Slide crit, can I? I mean, that looked like a pretty good roll. You could hit this, but you might die if you miss it. I think I should stick to the plan and go back to Gligar. That would mean that I would bait Sacred Fire, and then I would have to go back to Dragonite on Sacred Fire? I mean, I guess we'll figure it out, right? I mean, if Dragonite dies here, that's not the end of the world. Like, I could just kill this guy, but I really, really, really do not want Dragonite to die before this guy is dead. I didn't even know that was possible. I guess it makes sense because it has super effective Rock Slide, and I hit it with super effective Waterfall. Like, it makes sense that it could switch AI there, but I didn't even think about that as an option. Either way, whatever. I guess that just means that Gligar takes 4% more, or gets crit. That's also cool. That means Gligar could potentially be dead to Machamp, which would be super annoying. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna steer this. I mean, this is Hydro or Ice Beam, so we just go straight to Umbreon here. Please don't crit this Hydro Pump. Or, I guess that's Ice Beam is fine. If you freeze, I don't care. That's fine, I'm Lumberry. I should Moonlight here just in case he crits this. Okay. Yeah, okay, wait, hold up. No, he would bait. That's the fucking problem, dude, is that he's gonna bait Kangaskhan anyway. If I go here, right? This fucks up the whole routing of this fight, because it's supposed to be early Kangaskhan. I guess that's okay, though, because I'm saying I'm trying to figure out a situation where I get the kill with Dragonite, but then I bait Boom Steelix? Ugh, fuck, dude. I don't know. I'll steer when the time comes, but there's some line where we kill Dragonite with... I kill Dragonite with something that's not... That's not like this. Anyway, whatever. We're toxicing here. Don't crit. Okay. Currently, I'm baiting Submission. I'm baiting Double Edge Kangaskhan, which is... This would be also Double Edge Kangaskhan. And there's nobody else I can go to because nobody outspeeds. Yeah, I mean, we just stay in here and just Moonlight a bunch. Potentially there's a world where if my Umbreon HP is good when this thing dies, I could potentially Quick Attack, get back in on... I could potentially, like, get back in. I guess I should Moonlight even though it's inefficient because if he crits, but, I mean, like, I can't really, like... He won't die with leftovers to me Moonlighting 3 times, so... And then if he misses, it's like, fuck, dude. Whatever, we Moonlight here. I don't want to risk it at this point. I need all the Umbreon HP I can get. So that's turn 2. So he dies in a bunch more turns at this point. I kind of want to save one Moonlight PP, so I should probably crunch here. If he crits this, that would be so fucking annoying. Miss? I mean, dude, eventually he's got to miss one of these, right? Like... So I think he will die to Toxic on the next turn. Yeah, we're going to pivot out Umbreon to keep Umbreon healthy in case. Which just means that Dragonite certainly cannot come back in. The only way I could get Dragonite in would be if I could somehow get it in here, but then it wouldn't. It would still bait Steelix, which means at the end, after I kill Steelix, I will be baiting Sacred Fire from this, and then I will take that, probably get burned and crit, and then be in... Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, I think I gotta just stick to the line here. Going Dragonite seems super bad. Yeah, going Dragonite here seems awful. If he could not die, go to, like, 5 HP, and then, like, be dead to Quick Attack, that would be cool. That is definitely not Quick Attack range. Yeah, he certainly does not die to Quick Attack. Whatever. I mean, I can't go Dragonite. I guess I could go Lapras here. But then it makes it even dicier against Steelix. Yeah, let's not do that. Maybe you crit this. One of those Moonlights is a punish now that I didn't crunch instead. That's a really convenient time for him to crit on the turn that he dies. Oh, I'm gonna have to mega steer here, or I'm gonna have to get lucky. Okay, double edge, Scizor. Does anything on my team outspeed this guy? Arrow does. And Arrow can come in on Sacred Fire. Okay, yeah, no, we're fine. Hopefully I went Lumberry on Arrow. I went Citrus. I guess that makes sense. I guess we're okay because Arrow's full health in the back. This is okay. As long as on the turn that Entei comes in, I'm not baiting Metal Claw. Who doesn't bait Metal Claw? Lapras baits never Metal Claw. Okay, so I have to kill this with Lapras then. Or I have to risk this guy here, and then, no, it has to be Lapras. Submission here. Okay. But this is going to bait it now going for Sacred Fire, right? So here I rest again. So this should be fine regardless of what he does because I just rest talk here. And then I sleep talk here. You kill with either move, doesn't really matter. Call rest would be fine too. Cool. Okay, time to steer back into this. I'm pretty confident that because Waterfall does 61%... See, this is why I should have gone fucking... Yeah, dude, there's a lose condition here. Okay. Okay. So this is always Sacred Fire. So I can go to Dragonite, and if I get burned, then I'm fucked. And I can go, and if I get crit, I'm also fucked. I can go to Arrow here pretty safely, but if I get burned, then I don't kill, and I think I went Citrus, which is a huge throw. Why would I have gone Citrus? That makes no sense. Anyway, whatever. We have to not get burned. It's 50%. %50 chance here. Come on. One time. Do not give it to me. Super likely I get burned here. Oh, thank God, dude. That was like, otherwise I would have had to gone back to Scizor and then back to Dragonite and risk an attack raise and another burn. Okay. All right. He probably just sees kill with Metal Claw here, so he goes for Metal Claw. Oh, but this bait's early Steelix. Fuck, dude. I guess that's okay, because Lapras never baits Boom. I mean, there's just... I have no other line here. This has thrown off the entire line. I have to do it this way. He never booms here. If I go Lapras, he also never booms. It's Iron Tail. I can't... I can go to Steelix, and if I take an Iron Tail, that would be 51. I could bait Boom, so I have to just go hard Lapras. Alright. Quick Claw crit here is the run over. I'm pretty confident that Quick Claw crit here is GG. Do not do it. Do not do it. Oh, okay. Whew. Dude, Jesus Christ. Alright, I think we've steered out of this. I still put myself... I mean, I'm not 100% out, but... How much damage does... Okay, so Gligar takes 130 from Cross Chop crit. And it also takes 130 from Rock Slide. I have no way to bait. And then this would always be dead to Quick Claw here. Aw, dude. That's super scary. I guess I should go to Dragonite, but then I can't go back to Dragonite is the problem. But I guess I could never go back to Dragonite anyway because it's random move Rock Slide. All right, I guess we gotta get lucky again here. Okay, so we go to Dragonite first because quick Cross Chop. He never clicks. I mean, I'm saying Cross Chop is more likely to crit, right? I guess I was maybe dead there to Rock Slide. That could have been a throw. Either way, we gotta go to Gligar now on the Rock Slide. Yep, okay. There's nothing left I can do here. I'm not dead to crit. I'm not dead to Quick Claw crit. I'm only dead. Oh, dude, I'm probably gonna have to dodge this Quick Claw here. Low roll, maybe? Do I have any out to not dodge this Quick Claw? Is there anywhere I can go at all? I could go to Dragonite, which always lives, and then I could E-Speed. But the question is, do I kill with E-Speed from here? Not all of the time, only sometimes. Though that looked like a pretty good roll. Maybe I do. If Gligar gets Quick Claw crit here, do I wipe? I don't think I wipe if he gets Quick Claw crit here. We ball. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Whew, dude. Wasn't going to be free. Every fight wasn't going to be free. That fight was not free. Oh, dude. I mean, I think that was the correct play because if Dragonite gets Quick Claw crit, if Dragonite misses the range, then I have to sack Scizor on this next fight. And I really don't want to do that. I want to sack Dragonite on this next fight. So I'm pretty confident that this fight should be completely riskless, except if I get haxed on the Umbreon, like, super hard. I don't even remember at this point. I was so deep in not wiping there that I have to relook at, like, what my line was to beat this. But, whew. Yeah, Bazo, that's just like, dude, that Machamp, I feel like I've seen it Quick Claw on everyone ever in any E4 they've ever run. It just Quick Claws every time. Like, that it feels like it's almost programmed to Quick Claw, that I'm afraid of staying in there and getting Quick Clawed. Alright, let's get all of our PP back on all these guys. Okay, let's do items first. So, items are Lapras needs a Lumberry. Gligar needs a I'm pretty sure everything just needs Lumberry on this fight. Yeah. Lumberry. Soft Sand here. And Scizor also needs Lumberry. Okay. And the lead on this fight is Lapras. And let's check that I have... Yeah, dude, the Steelix has been going off, dude. That Steelix almost wiped me there. If that was a crit, which was, I guess, 1 in 16 after the Quick Claw to lose the run, so... I mean, this Elite Four is never free. It's like you can make it as free as close as you want it to be to free. There was a way it could have maybe been even a little bit more riskless if my Lapras was slightly better. But, I mean, there's no riskless E4 round 2, unfortunately. That's the thing about, like, One Death Reset. I think One Death Reset is super cool, like, as a concept, just because of the routing of, like, getting everything to not do that. But, like, the fact knowing that you can never have a team for this that will ever be riskless at the end, or not even as minimally risky as possible, and you're still going to have to roll, like, Lapras DVs and Scizor DVs and Gligar DVs in the last, like, hour of a month-long run just feels, like, super sketchy. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is fine. We'll teach some moves here just in case, you know, to be safe. We'll teach... I guess we'll teach Hyper Beam to Arrow instead of Flamethrower. Because, I mean, I'm never clicking Flamethrower at this point, so I might as well give it, like, something I can use on Snorlax. Do I not have my Attract TM? Oh, I do. We'll teach a track to Gligar, because my Gligar is so shit that it happens to be female, because we haven't fixed sexism yet. So I no longer need Wing Attack on this guy anymore. He never clicks Wing Attack, I believe, the rest of the way. Pretty sure Gligar doesn't actually click a move, an attacking move, ever the rest of this E4, so we'll teach it a track just in case. We can maybe stall something with it. And let's check. Yeah, this is the time where I will teach Flash to Umbreon. And we will get rid of QA. I don't need QA at this point. I don't really need Crunch either, but... Do I have any other TMs that can help me in any way at this point? No, no. Oh, I still have my Swift TM? Fuck, dude, I should have taught Swift. That's such a throw. I shouldn't have taught Fly to Arrow. I could have taught it Swift so it can hit the Umbreon. And I taught it Hyper Beam already now, so now it's too late. I'm not fucking deleting the Hyper Beam. Whatever. This is fine. You know, this is totally fine. It's whatever. If I lose because I taught it Hyper Beam, like, that would be hilarious. That's not going to happen. Alright, let's just check this one more time, this line at the beginning here, just to remember. I Perish Song, we go to Gligar, we detect, we go here. And then it baits here, and then I do this. And then with Soft Sand, let's just confirm this range. I always hit that range. Okay. 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 Last Elite Four before Red. This fight is all about not getting AP boosted, and I couldn't find any possible way in my entire box to not get AP boosted, potentially, and lose the run. There was nothing in my whole box that I could use, except for Tyranitar, but I would have to not bring Umbreon then, and that's, like, dumb as fuck, and why would I do that? Anyway, we Perish Song here. We never die. We're Lumberry, so even if we get burned, we never die, even a crit, it doesn't matter. We Perish Song. Okay. So now this is always Aeroblast. So I go to Gligar, which is the only thing that I have that can bait not Aeroblast after it gets attacked. So maybe don't crit this one. It's okay if you do. That's fine. Perish count is 2. I detect. Your Perish count is 1. It's always Waterfall now. Okay, let's make sure I do this correctly. Perish count is 1. I go to Dragonite. Dragonite, you were indeed a GOAT of this run. You clutched up super hard in the E4 round 2. You clutched up super hard in E4 round 1. But this is where you die. There is some fiction that can happen here, okay? Because I didn't want to pre-damage Dragonite. There is some fiction that can happen here, where he Omega low rolls this AP, does not kill me, and then boosts. It is possible, but I have an out if that happens. But I'm pretty confident it's that if that happens, I mean, I have literally nothing that I can do about that. Dragonite, I just need this chip. Like, thank you for being the GOAT. And then please kill me. Do not kill me. And then AP boost. Okay. Whew. Arrow's about to swag right now, yeah. Arrow's about to frag 3. On this fight, Arrow's actually going to kill 5. And because we're Soft Sand, we guarantee this range to always kill here. This is the first. This is where that EQ delay finally pays off. Like, I usually would teach EQ to Tyranitar before E4 round 1, but I rolled fucking Weezing in Victory Road because Bazo was like, oh, you always hit Weezing in Victory Road, and I roasted him about how Weezing was good, and then I hit Weezing. So, you know, like, that's like, this is what I get. Like, I get EQ at E4 round 2 instead. And then Sneasel's in. We kill this too. Rock Slide. Alright, now it's Umbreon. I don't think he will Pursuit here. I think it is super likely he will probably click Toxic or Double Team on this turn. Either way, it really doesn't matter, but I think it's super likely he clicks one of those two moves. So, yeah, he did. Probably Double Team, most likely. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I will just stay in here until I hit this with a Toxic. No way he dodges all my Toxics. This guy is not that good. You will not dodge this. You will get hit with Toxic. Now I gotta stall some turns, so we'll Flash. I mean, Flash at this point's like 30% accuracy, so you hit it, whatever. I mean, you're the GOAT if you hit it, Umbreon. Dude, okay. That's cool. Alright. Can you hit it again? Can you hit it through 3 double teams? Can you hit a 80% accuracy move through 3 double teams? He can indeed. This Umbreon is not only statted as the GOAT, he actually is the GOAT. I mean, yeah, might as well again, right? Like, why not? Can you hit him again? Okay, you didn't hit that one. That's okay. I don't want to switch yet. I want to switch in a few turns. I don't actually know now because this thing has Moonlight. It makes the Toxic turn super weird when to switch. But Arrow probably will never hit this guy, but Arrow will be fine as long as he's like at a moderately low HP. So I think because of Toxic potentially screwing me, I'm going to switch on this next turn just to be safe. I mean, Arrow never dies to Pursuit. It really only is like if I had to switch Arrow out for some reason, then I could get Pursuit crit, and that would be problematic. Either way, that's cool. You do no damage here. Thanks. How do you even hit that, dude? Does Pursuit not... This guy has -2 from Flash. Okay. See, this is why it was a throw. If I had... Oh, dude. Can you hit this range, too? He did hit the range. I saw the option of Swift. I thought I used my Swift TM on Fearow for Morty. I guess that was my last run. I really thought I used it on Morty. But I guess I actually kept Swift on my Fearow. Either way, it didn't matter. My Morty on this run was so sketchy. I was watching it again today, and I was like, dude, how did I get out of that? Like, Arrow loves to crit on turns it's dead. And that's Karen. Arrow frags 5. Okay, I'm pretty confident that I cannot... That there is... I would have to get insanely unlucky. I would have to get insanely unlucky to wipe to red here. I would have to get Omega unlucky. I am pretty confident that there is a line I can take in which I never can wipe, but, you know, who knows? Anything can happen. I do not want to put that into the universe that it is impossible to wipe, and then I wipe. So, let's not do that. Okay, so I should teach one more TM here, though. Let's check all my guys. Let's equip items first. We do items first. So the item that Arrow needs is Hardstone because it's Aeroy, and it needs that to kill Aerodactyl. Item on this actually doesn't really matter. Let's go Lumberry on Scizor. Item on Gligar doesn't matter. Let's go Citrus. Item on Umbreon also doesn't matter. Let's go Citrus. An item on Lapras could potentially matter. Let's just also go Citrus. Let's check that I restored all my PP here. I did. Let's see, is there anything else here that I can do? What? I didn't get the Endure TM? Where's my Endure TM? What the hell? Where do I even get that? Isn't that in Lake of Rage? No, that's the Tect. Endure must be... Where the fuck is Endure in this game? Did I really not get the Endure TM during this game? I could swear I got that. Where is that? It doesn't matter. It just potentially buys me another turn against Snorlax if I needed it. I could Endure to, like, guaranteed live and stall another turn. I don't know. I'll look it up afterward, but apparently I don't have Endure, which is too bad. Either way, I don't think it really matters, but I just thought it would have been tech. It would have been like Endure E4 round 2 tech, which I don't think anyone has done so far as I'm aware. So the in tech is that it actually does nothing and it's completely unnecessary. But it's cool tech, you know? Either way. Red wiped me once. My PB is red. And now, this time, you will not wipe me red, and I will beat this game. Just double check I put the Hardstone on. I did put the Hardstone on. Okay. Okay, red. Let's do it. Arrow frags 5 here, too. Banger, too. Alright, Arrow. Just to flex that I taught you EQ. You EQ here. Aerodactyl in. Arrow always kills with Hardstone and Rock Slide. True, true, true. Okay. Rock Slide here. Okay. I need this Lapras to not fraud me. Do not fraud me. I'm pretty confident this is always Ice Beam or Waterfall. It is. I can go to my own Lapras, and we will Perish Song one more time for a total of 3 Perish Song kills. Not the most. I'm pretty sure P-Town got 4. But this is 3 Perish Song kills in E4. Perish Song. You can die to crit here, potentially. It would be cool if you didn't, but if you did, it's fine. That's why we Perish Song, so that there's an out even if he crits this. Okay. Perish count is 3. Okay. Thunderbolt, we're going to stall this guy now. We're going back to Gligar. This is why Gligar come. Gligar's killed 2 Mons this entire E4. 3 Mons. Like, he's just here because Gligar's stats are broken. Okay. Perish count is 2, so he's going to die in 2 turns, and on the turn he dies, I want Scizor to be in, so I will not detect. I will go back to Lapras here. So Lapras comes in, you never die, and then Scizor always lives Thunderbolt here. So it will always bait Ho-Oh next. Perish counts 1, we go Scizor. Red is going to get cooked, Josh, yeah. He's getting cooked here. I can potentially lose. I could lose to Snorlax. There is an out where I could lose to Snorlax. It's not 0, but I have so many things alive that it seems so unlikely that would happen. But it is not 0 that I could potentially wipe to Snorlax. Okay, Ho-Oh, thanks for coming, Lapras. Your Perish Songs were great. You were not statted enough to kill Entei and made me have to steer. But you did your job, which was kill Lugia and not get crit by Steelix on the Quick Claw that did proc. So, GG. Thanks for coming. Does not matter. Literally does not matter. GG. Get out of here. We go back to Arrow. Arrow bait's always Psychic from Mewtwo, so this is what we want. You can see where this is going. We go Arrow. Arrow kills with Rock Slide. Whew, okay, no lose condition on Mewtwo. There's no lose condition here on Mewtwo. A rare no lose condition because my Umbreon is 9 defense, 14 HP. It does not die to submission. Mewtwo. Okay. You will not wipe me. You wiped me last time, Mewtwo. You will not wipe me this time. We go to Mewtwo. He Psychics. We toxic. Don't crit here. DV'd Umbreon, dude. He's DV'd Umbreon is better than DV Jolteon. I just won't hear it. Everyone says DV Jolteon, it's cracked. Like it hits some better ranges. Like, nah. If your EV has cracked EVs, you should be running Umbreon. This run was so much more free than it's ever been with Umbreon. Ever with Jolteon at any moment. There are so many mons where you could wipe and you don't wipe because you have Umbreon and you could just chip it, and it's like doesn't have that many frags on the frag leaderboard, but it does everything. It fixes any problem. It comes to every gauntlet. Umbreon is my GOAT. I will never, ever be a devout Jolteon runner ever again after this. Unless it's one death reset, then maybe you should run Jolteon because it kills Arrow. But then you have to bait the AP on Tyranitar anyway. Like, what's the point? Okay, we stall this guy. Detect. I just need to dodge some crits on Gligar to never bait Flamethrower, but at this point we should be okay. We go back to Umbreon. Yeah, when the zip code Umbreon comes, dude. When that Umbreon comes, then I'll be like, then I'll be wrong at that point. But my zip code Umbreon will probably still get me out of a lot of the situations that, like, you know, it's taken 60% from Tentacruel, you know what I mean? It's taken 60% with low DVs from Starmie, you know? Like, these are mons that you just don't have answers for, typically. And like, I mean, yeah, you could say, like, Jolteon kills them, but, like, how are you ever getting a Jolteon to, like, one-shot, like, a Starmie, like, a Tentacool? Like, no shot. No shot you're one-shotting that. Okay. I need to be a little careful about what I do here. I guess I shouldn't have detected there. That's okay. That's okay. He dies, I'm pretty sure, to this poison because Mewtwo has even HP. I think it dies to this poison. It does. Okay, perfect. We never lose now. Okay. Umbreon can be the GOAT. If he truly wants to be the GOAT of this run, he can live this double edge and survive and stall this Snorlax out. We toxic. Whew! Umbreon. If he's the true GOAT, he lives this. I'm stalling turns here. We're stalling here. I would keep my Umbreon alive for the clout, but if he's the GOAT, he would keep himself alive here. I'm pretty sure now I actually even Moonlight out of crit range. Oh no, it's 97%. No way I heal out of that. Dude, this Umbreon actually is the GOAT. We never died a crit now. And now it always dies to toxic damage. That's CK+. Fully streamed. GG. Thank you, Bazo. Finally, dude. Oh. I've wiped so many times in this game, late in this game. I wiped to the AP boost Charizard on Victory Road. I wiped to E4 round 1 once. I wiped to E4 round 2 once. Oh, man, dude. That was so clean. That was probably about the best E4 that I probably could have ever prepped. Thanks, guys, for watching. That was epic. How do I skip this shit? What the fuck? Get out of here. Anyway, yeah. GOATs for sure. This was a great run. This actually was probably my greatest run of CK Plus ever. Obviously, I won, but just execution throughout the run. This was my greatest run ever for sure. I don't know. I think I don't know what's next after this. Run and Bun is a really cool game, but Run and Bun is the kind of game that I don't know if I have the time or the patience with my life to actually run, you know? This is the kind of game that I could clock out like 5 hours and make significant progress on like a weeknight when I don't have like, when I get off work and stuff. But like Run and Bun is the kind of game that I would spend so long just calking all the time. I've tried to run it. I've run it like once or twice, and you just spend so much time calking in that game that it just feels like such a commitment. I don't know. I was thinking about potentially rerunning this game with I've been waiting for the patch. Maybe I'll wait for the patch and rerun this game with some new mons, like maybe do a Typhlosion run for the content, you know, because it gets close combat now apparently in the new patch that's coming out. I thought about potentially doing some just early game, early game 1 death reset stuff just to stunt on Purple Shirt, you know what I mean? Just to like make him upset, you know, that like someone's like getting far in the game. But it's one of those things where like the disappointment and the DVs that you need on like a Starmie late in that game. Like I've hypothetically cooked what would be a 1 death reset safe E4. But to do so, you would need to hit max speed Starmie, or 13 speed Starmie. Yeah, dude, like just beat what's it called, Gavin, and then just immediately stop, like don't run the E4, just beat Gavin and then just park at the E4 and then never play again, you know? That's what it could be, but I just think that the thing that's interesting to me about it is not that it's like actually a fun category to run per se, but I think that I'm very good at routing in this game, and that's why I've been able to get like so many encounters in this box that we have, and was able to get Scizor for E4 and Gligar so guaranteed early. Is just my routing is really good. I'm very good at like optimizing the routes and figuring out what to delay to guarantee the things that you'll need later, just from experience of running this game so many times, that I think I have a theoretical route where if you Guy packed the first 5 routes, right, which I think is like pretty standard in my opinion. Like I'm not running 1 death reset and not hitting a Flaffy before Faulkner, you know, like that's not fun, right? Like the thing is, you would have to hit for what I would consider to be a safe 1 death reset up to Rocket Hideout and Tiffany split. I think to do it, you would need to 100% hit Wooper on this route. And if you miss Wooper on this route, I don't see how you could get through. I don't see how you could get through Martha. Like I don't see how you could get through Martha without risking on the Rapidash. Like I just don't see it. Maybe Poliwrath, if it's super well statted, could. But I don't know, dude. That fight is demonic every time. And the craziest thing about this run, the craziest thing of this entire run, is that my Shuckle died to Martha on the second fight after I got it, and I still made it all the way to here. And the only way that I did is because my Fortress has Hidden Power 70 power fighting. That's the only way that I made it through all of those Tauros to get to this point, which literally felt like a gift that happened, and I didn't get it until after my Shuckle died, right? So, I feel like that was the moment where I was like, this run has like some just like blessing of encounters on it a little bit. When I hit the Hidden Power 70 Fortress, I was like, we can actually beat 1v1 Tauros. You can 2-shot Tauros on a range with that. And I did a couple times in the run, so like just insanity stuff. Oh man, yeah, you just gotta ball, dude, sometimes. But I look back at this run because I was trying to collect some frag data. Like I have some frag data here, you know, like on this, like some frag data. I was collecting some frag data on my old run, like on my run, like while I was like pretending to not work the other day, and yeah, I just think that a really important thing to look at is like this is about E4 round 1 frags. And I will never listen to anyone say that Meganium is not the best starter. You just can't listen to this. 99 frags came to 48% of fight, killed 16% of all mons before E4 round 1. Like, that's just insanity. You know what I mean? There's no other starter that can do this. And removing the Giga Drain delay is 100% necessary to nerf this, because it just like my box going into the second split of the game was like Meganium, Umbreon, and like a bunch of scrubs, and then you just bring Meganium to every fight, and Giga Drain just frauds every single fight between there and Whitney. You know, like, and it's just broken. Like, it's broken. You should have to be punished and not have Giga Drain on this thing. Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to stream anymore after this. I'm probably going to go lift or something. I'm going to a concert tonight at 1 a.m., so we'll see how that goes. But thanks for stopping in, you know. This was it, you know. The last time I made it to E4 round 2, I said if I beat it, it would be a shame that I was in the Discord demon time, and the game wiped me as punishment for that, and now I did, you know. So thanks for watching. This is a great game.